So we can see team in blue. Final touch-up from the captain to his playing 11 as how to carry on with the proceedings, and two dashing umpires, Ajit Shirodkar and Punya Palkar, out in the middle, and will be starting the match exactly on the scheduled time. So here we can see the players out in the middle doing the prayers and having a final word before the match. And even there's a hurdle of batting team. So definitely the decision, although made by Veling cricketers, but both the teams were waiting for the similar decision if they have win the toss. So now let's see how this match is about to begin. Even during the toss, both the captains have said very clearly about their stay, about their stand. So here we go with the second match, that is the last quarterfinal of the tournament. And tomorrow it is going to be the day of the semi-finals. Saturday will be an off day to repair the wicket. So now there's a slight change as far as Veling cricket is concerned. Prathamesh Naik is the super sub. So requesting fielding team to kindly double up as the batters are already out in the middle, openers out in the middle, umpires already taken their places. And let's start this beautiful game of leather ball cricket. So two openers out in the middle, Shivraj Bhagat and Aniket Parab. So strike will be taken by Aniket Parab. Shivraj Bhagat has to wait for his chance at the non-strikers end. And our team fielding first is all the way from Veling, Ponda. So Veling cricketers will be fielding first. So let's see who starts with the proceeding. Sarvesh Kukalkar to start the proceedings for Veling. So here we go with the final quarter-final of the tournament, second match of the day. Aniket Parab at the striker's end. Shivraj Bhagat, his partner. Aniket Parab, also known as Ravichandran Ashwin of Amravati Sports Club. So two teams fighting it out to book their place into the semi-finals. Let's see which team is going to win these quarterfinals with the umpire signal. Here we go. T20 with different rules. First delivery onto the back foot, strikes the ball only towards the mid-on fielder to start the proceedings with a dot delivery. This is a very good unit as the additions like Kashyap Bakley, Amit Damsekar and Syed Badi as outstation player. That makes the team even better. Meanwhile, what a lovely delivery by Sarvesh Kunkulkar. Starts with dot balls. Two deliveries so far in this over and both are priceless dot deliveries. But definitely these dot deliveries will mount some pressure and will make the batters to feel little low at the confidence. Meanwhile, came down the track, drives the ball towards the covers region to take a single to open his account. But definitely this power play depends as to how you have to take your approach in this power play. The batters, they should be in a positive frame of mind as compulsory power play is only for 3 overs. A lot depends on these 18 deliveries. Meanwhile, a wonderful strike. Even there's a sweeper in act. Patrolling the fence, gathers the ball quite comfortably. A good throw at the keeper's end. Both the openers have opened their count. Slow and steady wins the race, that is a saying, but in the shorter format of game, sometimes it may be costly for you. Again, ball keeping little lower. Goes towards the keeper. Another dot ball. So dot ball is a regular attender in this first power play. As just 2 runs have been scored in this first power play over. So Kashyap Bakley, we can see him guiding his fielders as how to be plotted on the ground. Meanwhile, a pacey delivery, just a short of length as he has seen Aniket charging down the track. Delivers shorter and a quick towards the keeper. Meanwhile, the first power play over concludes. So after completion of 1, score is 2 without any loss of wicket. Definitely the batters, they must have thought how to carry on with the inning with the advice of the senior partners and the captain, because lot many things to be calculated, lot many things to be taken care. And you can just make a comeback at any moment in this tournament if you keep all the wickets in your kitty. Tanvesh is the bowler. First delivery, there's a wonderful cover drive. Ball goes towards the sweeper. Syed Baddi, the big man, stands like a wall to stop the ball from crossing himself and crossing the fence. So first delivery goes for a single with their team total moves to 3. That single brings Aniket Parab at the striker's end. Looks to be a explosive batter, but so far little quiet. Meanwhile, a water strike. Not even a single player moved straight down the ground. And this is a decent way to get that boundary. Lovely strike. Team total moves to 7. Definitely now the confidence will be pumping inside Aniket Parab. And definitely he will be eyeing to make the first power play over by getting more runs as far as possible. Another good delivery, ball kicking off the deck. A good pace maintained by Tanvesh. Tanvesh got it with a very short run up. Normally looks to be the same of a tennis ball, cricket. And taking the advantage of his shoulder at the very last moment. Another good pace delivery. There's a appeal. Definitely a sound, but maybe bat hitting the wicket. So 2 dot deliveries after that boundary. Good comeback, a short comeback we must say from Tanvesh Gowde, inviting Aniket Parab to go after him as a ball has been pushed slightly fuller. Oh my dear, look at that, a shot of length. Lovely delivery considered by Tanvesh after getting that boundary. So 3 dot deliveries bowled by him. A lovely line and length minted, even a good pace. Again, fuller pitch, equally well played into the gap, ball racing away for the boundary. No one is able to stop the ball, and that is wonderful strike to the long off region, piercing the gap between mid-off and covers long off region, has been targeted and definitely gets a boundary. So after completion of 2, it's 11 without any loss of wicket, although they are going at the run rate of 5.9. But all the wickets are intact. So that is the positive for Amravati Sports Club. So let's see how this inning proceeds, whether Shivraj Bhagat is going to open up his armory, whether he is going to get some runs in this final batting power play over. As he has faced 2 deliveries and both the deliveries here has been considered for singles. So going at the strike rate of 200. Sarvesh Kunkalkar to continue. Meanwhile, a lovely delivery slightly outside the off stump. That hint of a swing as well. Ball going away from the batter. The way Shivraj has played, it made us look as if ball went away from the batter. It was passing him. So hint of a outswing. Short pitch delivery gets that treatment right from the middle of the willow. What a hit! Oh my dear, that bike is missed by a couple of inches, and a big 6 from Shivraj Bhagat, showing his intentions very clear. What a hit! Sixer takes the team total to 17. So now finally some moment of joy for Amravati Sports Club, and gradually both the openers are gaining confidence, gaining momentum and hitting the ball at the regular occasion. 17 without any loss of wicket. Third and the final compulsory power play is on. So there will be a change. What a hit. Match ball has been replaced. Courtesy a big six from Shivraj Bhagat over the squalid region, and the ball is not found as it went into the gutters. So ball has been replaced. Let's see whether Shivraj can continue with the same form, or he has to wait for another couple of deliveries before striking. Service to deliver from railway station end. Again a cut shot into the gap. Vacant zone has been found. Even there was a deep point patrolling the fence. Look at that strike. A back foot punch. Timed it to perfection between the gap of cover point and the point fielder. Lovely strike from Shivraj Bhagat, and he is unstoppable at the moment. A sixer and a boundary. Now the score is accelerating to 21. Another short pitch, a chance of a catch, field under the ball, and a catch has been taken finally. Sarvesh Kunkulkar striking. Shivraj Bhagat not happy with himself. He has plenty of time to hit wherever he wanted, but he finally times the ball only to the mid-off fielder. And a beautiful catch taken. Judge have to move backward couple of steps outside the 30-yard circle, but judges it timely, takes a beautiful catch, and with that there's a fall of a wicket. So after at the score of 21, first wicket back to the pavilion. So new man in is Rohit Naik. So let's see what is going to be his approach. The platform has been laid. Shivraj Bhagat goes back to the pavilion after scoring 12 runs from 6 deliveries. So he has maintained the strike rate of 200. So let's see what is going to be approach of the incoming batter. Rohit Naik at the striker's end. Successful bowler Sarvesh Kunkulkar after getting those a 6 and a boundary, so taken a revenge. Another short pitch delivery slightly outside the off-stump, ball going straight into the hands of keeper. So 2 dot balls after that hammering. So slight comeback from Sarvesh Kunkulkar, and even a wicket in this over. Still 21 on the card. So let's see what is going to be approach of the batters. Again a pacey delivery, lovely delivery. No clue for Rohit Naik as how to play in this over. Meanwhile, third and the final power play over goes with a dot delivery. So after completion of 3, it's 21 for the loss of 1 wicket. So Tanvesh Gowde to continue from Maltikaden. The opener Aniket Parab is at the strikers end. So far 2 boundaries from his willow. Definitely will be looking to get more runs and quick runs as quick as possible. So let's see how the inning is going to be progressed from here as they are invited to bat first. Definitely the captain has said the total in his mind is somewhere around 170 to 180. Meanwhile, flicks the ball. Oh my dear, there's a beautiful fielding, although not the convincing one. But still manages to stop the ball inside the boundary rope. Meanwhile, a single, and that brings Rohit at the striker's end. So as Rohit have arrived at the striker's end, we can see a couple of changes in the field placement. Another good delivery. A defense. Look at the punch that a ball that makes the ball to travel towards the cow corner region, and a good running between wicket. Quick legs make a couple possible. They have snatched another run from the fielder. So with that, team total moves to 24. Meanwhile, wanted to pull the ball, even there's a mid-wicket inact inside the 30-yard circle. Still, they managed to take a single, as that was not right from the middle of the bat. If I had to connect, then definitely it would have been another boundary, as the square leg region is been vacant. Meanwhile, another good delivery, slightly full in length, bowling the Virias quite perfectly as the ball travels towards the keeper. Meanwhile, another good looking strike. There's a long on a fielder into the action. Fields the ball quite comfortably. A good throw at the non-striker's end. A single that takes the team total furthermore to 26. Fourth over in progress. A slow and steady start as there is a fall of a wicket. Rohit Naik out in the middle at the striker's end. Meanwhile, a look at that delivery. Not hesitant to deliver as he knows he has got the pace that is required to make it little difficult for the batters. So after completion of 4, it's 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. So more 16 overs to be bowled. Lot depends on the 16 overs. The captain have said that they want to get the total somewhere around 170 to 180. Let's see whether this pair is going to make that partnership possible, and whether they are going to lay that platform for the incoming players. So meanwhile, we are into the 5th over. Sarvesh Kungolkar to continue. Man on strike, Aniket Parab. So let's see how Aniket carries on from here on. As we can see, there's a spread of field outside the 30-yard circle. 5 fielders up in place. As the end of the power play, that gives the liberty for the captain to set 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Short pitch delivery. And way outside the off stump. Stretch of balls by the umpire. Wide is the signal. Team total moves to 27. This is the third over for Sarvesh Kunkulkar, bowling from railway station end. Again, away going delivery, not able to control the swing. Bowls it way outside the off stump. Wide is the signal. Second extra in this over. Team total moves to 28. Meanwhile, down the leg stump and some extras. But wait for umpire signal. It's a leg bias is the signal. So ball brushing the leg guards as it pads on its way. Going away from the wicketkeeper Kashyap Bagle. So 4 runs, 4 crucial runs into the kitty of Amravati Sports Club. So with that, boundary team total moves to 32. Meanwhile, a strong strike along the carpet, straight down the ground. Fielder patrolling the fence. Gathers the ball quite comfortably. Meanwhile, a single that takes the team total to 33. Meanwhile, a lovely drive. A ball has been hit towards the curve point region. Equally well fielded by the fielder patrolling the boundary rope. So no more leaks, no more leakages have been seen in the fielding of Veling cricketers. They are a deceptive unit as far as fielding is concerned. Throwing the body and stopping those odd boundaries. So meanwhile, team total moves to 34. On to the bat, there's a appeal, and the finger goes up. Aniket Parab back to the pavilion. 34 for the loss of 2 wickets. So new man in is Parth Chauhan, all the way from Saurashtra, giving his services for team Amravati. A lot depends on this guy who is out in the middle to bat, as in the previous match he has scored 50 from 22 deliveries with those 6 mammoth sixes, and one was almost on the road towards the railway station end. So such is the compact player. Parth Chauhan out in the middle. And let's see how he is going to plan his innings. This is a different match, different bowlers, different team. And definitely it is going to be a different approach. So let's see what is there in a Parth's mind as he is at the striker's end. Sarvesh Kunkulkar, confident bowler, takes both the wickets. Meanwhile, a confident looking drive straight to the covers. Amit Damsekar stops the ball. Team total is 34. 5th over in progress. So now Parth decides to take the free hit. And this is the first free hit that have been taken by Parth. Let's see whether he can take the optimum advantage of this free hit. He is a prolific hitter, and onto the striking end, watching where the fielders have been placed for him. The batting style reminds us of none other than Robin D'Souza, and even with the same attacking mode. Look at that strike onto the back foot, and what a punch! A cross-batted strike. Can't describe. It's neither a cut shot, just a punch of the back foot. And away she goes for a big six over the covers region. So a powerful batter is out in the middle. Parth Chauhan connecting that big six. And after completion of 5 overs, scoring at the run rate of 8 runs per over, it's 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. And for the further 5 overs, it's over to Sanket Gaonkar.
चेक 5 ओवर का खेल है हुआ समाप्त और 40 लग चुके बोर्ड पर 2 विकेट जरूर गवाए, लेकिन सारा दारोमदार पार्थ चौहान एक छक्का लग चुका है और एक बड़ी इनिंग की उम्मीद यहाँ पर रहेगी। पिछले मैच में जरूर हाफ सेंचुरी बनाई थी और ये एक बहुत ही निर्णायक मुकाबला, क्वार्टर फाइनल का मुकाबला और यहाँ पर एक अच्छी साझेदारी, एक अच्छी इनिंग की यहाँ पर उम्मीद होगी कप्तान से। तो शुरुआत छक्के के साथ की है यहाँ पर पार्थ चौहान ने। सैयद बद्दी तीसरे बॉलर का है, इस्तेमाल किया है कप्तान ने। ओ पहली गेंद सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ सीधी कीपर के साथ जाती हुई और रोहित नाइक पार्थ चौहान दोनों की यहां पर जोड़ी मैदान पर मौजूद। इस बार बढ़िया यहां पर गेंद हल्के हाथों से खेलकर यहां पर रन चुनाने की कोशिश जरूर की थी, लेकिन मना किया पार्थ चौहान जो नॉन स्ट्राइकिंग एंड पर खड़े हैं। फिर एक बार बढ़िया गेंद, बढ़िया लाइन और लेंथ के साथ यहां पर गेंदे इस पहली ओवर की शुरुआत। सैयद बद्दी एक बड़ा नाम, इस बार यहां पर एक रन मिलेगा, पीछे प्रोटेक्शन मौजूद और ये यहां पर इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा मुकाबला सैयद बद्दी वर्सेस पार्थ चौहान। दोनों ही यहां पर तगड़े खिलाड़ी, किसकी यहां पर होगी जीत? एक बढ़िया बॉलर, एक बढ़िया बैट्समैन और दोनों ही सक्षम, दोनों ही अनुभवी अपने इस क्षेत्र में और ये यहां पर इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा मुकाबला। तो अब तक एक छक्का आ चुका है पार्थ चौहान के बल्ले से और इस बार फेस करेंगे सैयद बद्दी को। और यहां पर जानते हैं कि पहली गेंद फेस करे और एक बड़ा नाम, बड़ा यहां पर बॉलर और फ्री हिट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं और फ्री हिट, दूसरा फ्री हिट यहां पर लेते हुए एक छक्का पहले फ्री हिट पर आ चुका है और दूसरा यहां पर फ्री हिट जो है ये ओवर अब तक केवल एक ही रन इस ओवर में आ चुका है। तो एक बाउंड्री के साथ थोड़ा प्रेशर यहां पर जरूर रिलीज करना चाहेंगे पार्थ। और यहां पर करारा शॉट सीधी तीर की तरफ जाकर लगी वहां पर जो साइड स्क्रीन है और दूसरा यहां पर फ्री हिट और दूसरा छक्का आता हुआ। तो कई सारे छक्के आज यहां पर देखने को मिलेंगे और शुरुआत आगाज बहुत ही बढ़िया। इसी के साथ 6 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर होता हुआ समाप्त। 47 लग चुके हैं बोर्ड पर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। बोर्ड पर हालांकि 2 विकेट जरूर यहां पर खोई है अमरावती ने, लेकिन बढ़िया एक रनगति के साथ यहां पर आगे बढ़ रहे। और राहुल राहुल प्रभुगांवकर चौथा बॉलर यहां पर इस्तेमाल करते हुए कप्तान। स्ट्राइक पर होंगे रोहित नाइक। ओ यहां पर रचनात्मक तरीके से खेलने की कोशिश, अपील जरूर हुई है लेकिन नकारा अंपायर ने। एक रचनात्मक हम स्वीप खेलना चाहते थे लेकिन आई नहीं बल्ले पर गेंद, और एक डॉट गेंद यहां पर। राहुल प्रभुगांवकर चौथा बॉलर इस्तेमाल किया अब तक। 2 विकेट वापस यहां पर भेजने में कामयाबी मिली और तीसरी विकेट की खोज में यहां पर वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स। इस बार बैकफुट पे जाकर हल्का सा पंच और वहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जो आक्रामक बल्लेबाज है जो यहां पर आसानी से ये चौके छक्के लगा सकते हैं। और पिछली जो शॉट वहां पर लगाई थी स्ट्रेट डाउन द ग्राउंड, और जो टाइमिंग वहां पर पार्थ की देखी थी, तो यहां पर रोहित नाइक को यही करना चाहिए कि सिंगल निकालकर स्ट्राइक जो है अपने पार्टनर को दे और एक बढ़िया पार्टनरशिप यहां पर बनाए। इस बार यहां पर दिशा से जरूर बढ़ के ऑफ स्टंप्स के बाहर रखना चाहते थे, ज्यादा बाहर कर बैठे उसी की बदौलत, और एक अतिरिक्त रन यहां पर जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में। फोर्टी 49 इस एक रन को जोड़कर हुआ कुल स्कोर। 7वीं ओवर है प्रगति पर। और इस बार हल्का दूसरे खिलाफ पर पॉइंट का खिलाड़ी मौजूद, थोड़ी सी हड़बड़ाहट और यहां पर तो थोड़ी सी यहां पर मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग। हाँ ना, अंत में यहां पर रन जो है कंप्लीट आसानी से गया, लेकिन उसी के साथ 50 का आंकड़ा यहां पर छू लिया है अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब ने। और बढ़िया ये रन, बढ़िया स्कोर एक बड़े टोटल की, और यहां पर अग्रेसर होती हुई अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब। लेकिन यहां पर एक पार्टनरशिप की जरूरत, और दोनों ही सक्षम बल्लेबाज रोहित नाइक पार्थ चौहान अभी भी यहां पर एक बढ़िया क्रिकेट। 2 छक्के लग चुके हैं, 2 बड़े छक्के आ चुके हैं पार्थ के बल्ले से। इस बार यहां पर जी हां फिर एक बार दिशा से भटकते हुए वाइड का इशारा आता हुआ, इस बार लेग स्टंप से बाहर जाती हुई गेंद बाहें खुली अंपायर ने, और एक अतिरिक्त रन यहां पर जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में दूसरा वाइड इस ओवर का आता हुआ। तो थोड़ी सी लाइन और लेंथ यहां पर एडजस्ट करनी होगी, एक बढ़िया टप्पे के साथ यहां पर बॉलिंग करनी होगी राहुल प्रभुगांवकर को। इस बार फिर एक बार हल्का से यहां पर पॉइंट का खिलाड़ी मौजूद, और रन यहां पर नहीं मिलेगा, तो सीधी जाती है वहां पर फील्डर के पास। इस बार तो गति में हुए परिवर्तन और उसी दिशा में वही खिलाड़ी वही शॉट और फिर एक बार यहाँ पर रन नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि फील्डर पॉइंट पर तैनात और उसी काम के लिए रखा गया है कि सिंगल यहाँ पर आसानी से न दे और सिंगल्स अगर यहाँ पर रोके गए तो बल्लेबाज फिर बड़े शॉट खेलने की कोशिश में रहते हैं और वहां पर मौका बनता है विकेट लेने का। इस बार पड़कर थोड़ी सी उछली गेंद समझ नहीं पाए यहाँ पर और ये बढ़िया गेंद इस आखिरी गेंद पर डॉट गेंद उसी के साथ 7 ओवर का खेल यहाँ पर समाप्त होता हुआ 51 लग चुके बोर्ड पर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। लेकिन सीधे फील्डर के पास वहां पर तैनात फील्डर और सफल हुआ ये यहाँ पर सैयद बद्दी को दूसरी ओवर के लिए लाया गया और कमाल की ये बॉलिंग, कमाल की फील्डिंग। ये यहाँ पर कट करना चाहते थे लेकिन क्विक डिलीवरी के साथ सफल ओवर की समाप्ति यहाँ पर होती हुई 8 ओवर का खेल होता हुआ समाप्त। 54 लग चुके बोर्ड पर 3 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। फिफ्टी फोर हो चुका है स्कोर 8 ओवर के बाद और 3 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट्स अब तक वापस भेजने में कामयाबी मिली है वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स को। और चौथा फ्री हिट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं पार्थ चौहान। 3 अब तक ले चुके हैं, 2 छक्कों में तब्दील किया है। क्या ये चौथा फ्री हिट यहां पर और एक छक्का देखने को मिलेगा? इंतजार रहेगा इस गेंद पर। ओ यह कमाल का शॉट मिड विकेट क्षेत्र में, सिर्फ फील्डर को यहां पर जाकर बॉल जो है उठाकर लानी होगी और लंबा ये शॉट जाने ये गेंद ढूंढने में यहां पर थोड़ी सी तकलीफ होगी फील्डरों को लेके ना। ये क्या कमाल का शॉट, 4 अब तक फ्री हिट का इस्तेमाल किया गया और 4 में से 3 बार गेंद को पार किया है बाउंड्री के। तो कमाल की यहां पर एग्जीक्यूशन, कमाल की ये बॉल बैटिंग, यहां पर अटैकिंग बैटिंग और थोड़े से जहां पर बैकफुट हुए नजर आते हैं। फ्री हिट लेकर एक बाउंड्री अचीव करके फिर एक बार यहां पर वापस ट्रैक में अपने टीम को लाने की कोशिश पार्थ चौहान द्वारा। और आखिरी फ्री हिट, क्या और एक यहां पर छक्का देखने को मिलेगा? 3 छक्के अब तक आ चुके हैं बल्ले से। और एक बार हवा में जरूर गेंद, लेकिन फ्री हिट यहां पर उसी की बदौलत कैच जरूर पकड़ा है लेकिन यहां पर नुकसान नहीं होगा और ये फ्री हिट यहां पर ज्यादा कुछ खास इसका फायदा नहीं उठा सके। हालांकि प्रयास जरूर किया था लेकिन 1 रन यहां पर जरूर मिलेगा। तो 5 फ्री हिट जहां पर कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं, इसमें से 3 जो फ्री हिट था उसमें 3 छक्के लग चुके हैं और बढ़िया इस्तेमाल इन फ्री हिटों का किया गया पार्थ चौहान द्वारा। 61 हो चुका है कुल स्कोर, 9वीं ओवर है प्रगति पर। इस बार अपील जरूर और उंगली उठी हुई, चौथा झटका लगता हुआ राहुल प्रभुगांवकर सफलता यहां पर प्राप्त करते हुए 1 विकेट अपने नाम यहां पर करते हुए और चौथे विकेट का पतन यहां पर होता हुआ अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब। हालांकि पार्थ चौहान एक छोर पर डटे हुए हैं और दूसरी ओर से यहां पर लगातार विकेटों का पतन हो रहा है। तो यहां पर साथ देने के लिए कोई किसी एक खिलाड़ी को यहां पर रहना चाहता, ठहरना चाहता, लेकिन ये विकेट्स यहां पर दूसरी छोर पर विकेट गिरते जा रहे, उसी की बदौलत चौथा झटका यहां पर लगता हुआ अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब को। अनिकेत आमोणकर अभी अभी उतरे थे मैदान पर, बिना अपना खाता खुले वापस एक बढ़िया यहां पर बॉलिंग सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ विकेटों के आगे पाए गए लेग बिफोर विकेट हो गए अनिकेत आमोणकर और उसी की बदौलत यहां पर लगा है चौथा झटका। 61 हो चुका है कुल स्कोर और 61 के स्कोर पर लगा है ये चौथा झटका। तो हालांकि स्कोर अच्छा है, स्कोर रन गति अच्छी है, लेकिन यहाँ कर एक ही समस्या, विकेट जो महत्वपूर्ण विकेट जो ऊपरी क्रम के बल्लेबाज थे तो उन बल्लेबाजों ने यहाँ पर ज्यादा वो कुछ कर नहीं सके, उसी की बदौलत यहाँ पर अभी भी और उसी के साथ 9 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर होता हुआ समाप्त। 62 लग चुके बोर्ड पर 4 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। प्रतीक भगत नए बल्लेबाज उतरे हैं मैदान पर और पार्थ चौहान एक छोर संभाले हुए अब तक खेल रहे हैं, डटे हुए हैं। सैयद बद्दी को फिर एक बार लाया गया है तीसरी ओवर के लिए। पिछली ओवर में एक सफलता अपने नाम की थी सैयद बद्दी ने। पहली गेंद वहां पर कवर्स का खिलाड़ी मौजूद, हालांकि कनेक्शन बढ़िया था लेकिन सीधा फील्डर वहां पर खड़ा था, फील्डर के पास सीधी जाती हुई गेंद और रन की आशंका को किया समाप्त। फिर एक बार बैकफुट पे जाकर वहां पर खिलाड़ी मौजूद, रन यहां पर ढूंढना चाहते हैं, स्ट्राइक देना चाहते हैं अपने पार्टनर को, लेकिन जो फील्ड पोजीशन है उसी हिसाब से यहां पर बॉलिंग हो रही है, तो मौका नहीं यहां पर सिंगल चुराने का। इस बार दिशा से बढ़ के वाइड का इशारा था, हुआ ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर जाती हुई, तो एक रन यहां पर जरूर मिलेगा, लेकिन जो लाइन और लेंथ अब तक इस्तेमाल की है सैयद बद्दी ने, इस बार हवा में जरूर गेंद दी थोड़ी देर के लिए, फिर भी यहां पर सिंगल नहीं मिलेगा, तो कड़क लाइनस और लेंथ के साथ यहां पर बॉलिंग करते हुए कोई मौका नहीं रन लेने का। और अपील यहां पर होती हुई, उंगली उठती हुई, क्या पांचवा झटका? जी हां जरूर, लगातार अंतराल के बाद विकेट पर विकेट गिरते जा रहे हैं, पांचवा झटका यहां पर लगता हुआ और उसी की बदौलत यहां पर बैकफुट पे अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब स्कोर तो हालांकि बहुत बढ़िया था, बढ़िया रन गति के साथ चल रहे थे, लेकिन विकेट जो खोई है वो प्रेशर अब जरूर टीम के प्लेयरों पर, अब जो आने वाले बल्लेबाज है उन पर जरूर ये प्रेशर बढ़ता जाए, क्योंकि जो ऊपरी क्रम के बल्लेबाज आधी टीम वापस जा चुकी है, पांचवा झटका लगा है और उसी की बदौलत यहाँ पर और 10 ओवर खेलने बाकी, तो अगर विकेट साथ में होते तो आखिर जो 5-6 ओवरों में यहाँ पर बड़ा स्कोर, बड़े हिट लगा सकते थे, लेकिन यहाँ पर अब आने वाले बल्लेबाजों पर ये प्रेशर रहेगा, तो इसके साथ 63 हुआ है कुल स्कोर 5 विकेटों के बाद। सैयद बद्दी एक बड़ा नाम, एक बहुत ही बढ़िया खिलाड़ी और एक ऑलराउंडर, और यहाँ पर बॉलिंग में अपना कमाल दिखाते हुए 2 विकेट अपने नाम कर चुके हैं सैयद बद्दी। गौरीश नाइक नए बल्लेबाज उतरे हैं मैदान पर, 5 विकेटों का पतन यहाँ पर हुआ है और जो इनफॉर्म बल्लेबाज पार्थ चौहान अभी भी एक छोर पर डटे हुए हैं, एक छोर संभाले हुए है। इस बार रक्षात्मक तरीके से खेला और पहली गेंद यहां पर फेस कर रहे हैं गौरीश नाइक। 63 रन अब तक का लग चुका है बोर्ड पर। फिर एक बार ये बढ़िया शॉट, एक रन यहां पर इस पर जरूर मिलेगा और एक रन यहां पर जुड़ता हो टोटल में। इसी के साथ 10 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर होता हुआ समाप्त। 64 लग चुके हैं बोर्ड पर 5 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद, और आगे का हाल अंग्रेजी में सुनाने के लिए आपके सामने होंगे हमारे सीनियर कमेंटेटर हरीश काकुड़कर।
The super sub has been included here by Amravati. Videsh Naik is in, and Sujay Naik will be out of that from top 12. So changes can be made after 10 overs. So that's exactly why they have made a change. And they needed a batsman at this stage. Somebody needs to stay with Parth Chauhan, who is playing on 22 of just 12 balls. And in comes the new man, Gaurish Naik, who is playing on 1 of 2. What a wonderful spell. Syed Badi is having 3 overs, 2 for 11. And on top of that 11, the 6 runs was of the free hit. So how a commendable job. He's not a normal, you can say, a regular bowler. He used to bowl medium pace somewhere 3-4 years back. But now he decided it's better to bowl the off spin. And now, because off spin you don't require to bowl with too much of effort compared to the medium pace bowling, he's doing still a fine job. So Rahul Prabhugaonkar, bowling from the railway gate hand, continues with his bowling. Sam nicely played down the ground. Parth Chauhan, the way he has looked comfortable out in the middle, also taken the free hits. 3 hits have been taken for 18 runs. Whereas the other batsmen are not looking comfortable, just giving away and gifting away their wickets. Nobody is trying to stay and indulge in a partnership of any sorts, which is going to be a little worry here for the management of Amravati Sports Club. This time in the short cover, Samit Amshekar normally is a keeper going for the direct hit. Missed it, but I think he would comfortably made it. He's a regular keeper. So it's not easy when you see a keeper fielding somewhere on the inner ring or the outside. They are not used to fielding without their gloves on or without their pads on. Sometimes what happens with Sanju Samsam or you can say Punt. Oh, that's a cracking shot. Half stopped, I guess. Half stopped here from Amit Amshekar. Just restricting the batsman to a single. I think he has saved 3 runs for his side. What a commendable effort. I just now talking about a punt that is not easy for the keeper to field somewhere outside. And still he has done a fine job. Saving 3 runs for his side and piling the pressure on the batsman. Nicely rolled over the bat on top of the ball, allowing the ball to come onto the bat. I think the idea here maybe some point coming from the dressing room. Parth Chauhan needs to stay on the wicket maybe till the end, maybe till at least the 18th over. He's the key for his team, Amravati Sports Club, to get a total of somewhere around 140, 150 or plus. This is a good piece of batting here. This is smart, playing with soft hands, and try and settle yourself out in the middle. Try and settle and allow your batsman who is striking well to get comfortable. Should not feel itchy. If the main batsman feels itchy and not comfortable and confident about his partners, then you are in big trouble. Ah, cracking one. What a hit. This is the 4th 6-4 for the inning so far for Parth Chauhan. He is doing it in his style and in a one-sided favor. Magnificent hitting. The man who has played for Saurashtra, Ranji, and represented in the team is showcasing his class and talent here on this ground as SAG Kurcharem. पुण्या पालकर बॉल अब राइट साइड जाना सा तुझा I think Ajit should see the signal shown by Punya Palkar here of the golden over. Ajit may give you better coaching about how to give the signal of golden over. Ajit is well versed and experienced. Punya is having a beautiful smile. So Ajit, you can tell him how to drive the scooter and tell him how to give the signal of the golden over. Definitely, Punya is doing a fine job in this tournament, and Ajit is the most experienced in Sanguem cricketers, doing the job of umpire almost every time, every edition. 75 for 5 in 11 overs is the score, with Pachon playing on 30 or 15. So he's still going at the strike rate of 200 in spite of losing partners at successive intervals almost every over. Well, I have Mahesh Kutsarkar with me, and will very much understand. Well, we are 75 for 5 with wickets going continuously. At this point of time, I guess it's very difficult to tell a batsman what sort of approach he has to go. Oh, that should have been taken. Maybe it was slightly quick. Lucky here, the batsman. One more could have been departed, but I guess he's getting a lucky boundary at this stage. Score moves on to 79. Yeah, I'll tell the score afterwards. This is the golden over. So whatever runs come, will be called as the golden runs. 4 will be multiplied by 2. It will be 8 later on. But I was talking about the approach of the batsman. At a point when 5 wickets are down, you know you are aggressively a good batsman. If you are bogged down, you can't play the same natural way as you want to play. And also you have to see that your partners are going down at one stage. So I have to stay down. So you have to like thinking in a double way in your frame of mind, at the back of mind. So it's very, very difficult for a batsman like Pachon. Whether I am going to go a little calm, subtle, or whether I am going to go the aggressive way, just like I played short throughout this tournament or throughout my career. Yes, absolutely. Cricket is a mind game. Cricket is just like chess, played with bat and ball. This time he struck it. Did he time it well? Did he time it well? Just enough. Just enough. Well, I think by the time the ball was in the air, lots of players, lots of supporters from Kurchare must have prayed to God, thinking this might go for 6 runs. They wanted to go for 6 runs, and finally it is 6 runs because they want to see the batting caliber of this man on the screens, Pat Chauhan. He's not bothered about what is the score at the moment. He's just going after the shots. If the ball is there to be hit, he's certainly giving it the full Monty. Oh, cracking ball. Wonderful ball. That's how we need to see the fight between the bowler and the batsman. That's how the game of cricket should be. Zipped off the surface and just got the extra bounce as well. I didn't like the 6, Sarvesh. Once again, good shot in the covers regions. Did he find the gap? No, this time the fielder was there. Oh, he finds the gap, but between the legs of both the players. They could have done much better than this. But the ball says, I still wanted to find the gap. Well, this is really turning out to be a golden over here. Pressure will be there on the fielding side. Veling cricketers. Nicely played, very nicely bowled. But I think Pachon has definitely done his job. And his partner Gaurish Naik as well. Will tell the score after the completion of 12 overs in just a while when it is multiplied by 2. So after completion of 12 overs, the score is 105 for the loss of 5. So now the score is looking much better than it was before. It's just that sensible batting is required at the moment. So current run rate is at 7.50. Projected score is at 150. Sarvesh went and completed his quota of 4 overs with 2 wickets for 37 runs. Slightly expensive, we can say. So the bowler, it is going to be just a 15 runs. So 37 runs in 4 overs at 9 runs per over when the team is going at 7.5 would be said slightly expensive. In comes Prathamesh. The leg spinner once again a misfield here. These small blips in the field are going to cost them dearly while chasing. This will all add up. The single run taking the score to 106, 13th over in progress. This time once again, this is top class innings, top class stuff here from this man, Parth. Leg spinner or off spinner or medium pacer, nobody is spared here from his bat. This time clean, straight, absolutely straight like an arrow. Moves on to 47. 46 in fact, beg your pardon, 46. Well, I guess we require more volunteers at this stage when this man is batting. And certainly I was really interested to see the batting class of this man who is hailing from Saurashtra. Saurashtra are the Ranji champions this time, this season. So the champion player from the champion team is here. And certainly the bowling side is not a good sign. He's still there on the wicket, 13th over in progress. And the score has moved on to 112 for the loss of 5. A short ball, he missed it. How can you miss that ball? Maybe came a little quicker. The way he has hit even a good length ball for 6 runs. Sometimes when the balls are bowled full toss or short balls like this are missed by a good batsman. It's surprising, but it happens in the game of cricket. It was better off playing in the mid-wicket or square leg region with that cross bat rather than playing it straight. Nicely bowled here. Wonderful bowling. So they are able to bowl dot balls here to the other batsmen. The problem is when Parth comes on strike, he easily makes it up for those dot balls. So that's the same scenario as I was talking. He has already got the 6 in this over. So his partner is buying time. His partner is putting those dot balls for the bowlers as a batsman. So it's going to be interesting here once again from the batting of this batsman other than Parth Chauhan. Big appeal, 3 dot balls in a row. So whatever good job has been done here by Parth Chauhan, it has been negated with 3 dot balls. Finally, bowler comes back strongly in this over after completion of 13. The score is 113 for 5. A cracking shot. That is a fielder in the deep. This time down the ground. So it should be just a single. So Buddy continuing and bowling his fourth over. This is the last over of his quota, allotted quota. This time nicely bowled. He's bowled so well from around the wicket. He's bowling the right pace. Not able to find the other batsman apart from Pat Chauhan, who's playing beautifully on 49 of just 23 balls. Once again, a quick fire 50 from his bat. If at all, he completes. This time. So Buddy is bowling in a tight leash. Buddy is not allowing any loose balls. And he is not allowing even Partha to take the strike. Gaurish Naik is playing on 11 of 14. These dot balls certainly is going to pile a little pressure on your partner at the non-striker's end. This ball, I think, we have to wait for the umpire's signal. So definitely ball stopping on the middle of the pitch and coming slow off the deck. A fantastic spell from Syed Buddy comes to an end. Just 3 runs coming off this over after 14 overs is 116 for 5. That's a good ball. Lovely shot here, but Amit Amshikar coming from the covers, stopping, and 50 up here for Pat Chauhan. Successive 50 here from the man from Saurashtra, coming here for Sanguem cricketers and showing once again a beautiful innings. His team is still in trouble. They have not come out of the trouble, and he has to get them out of that deep waters. Still 6 overs to go. Lots of balls, lots of time left in this match. He's got the pace. He's hitting the bat hard. You can certainly see that with the short run-up. Tanvesh is hitting the ball hard. But I can see Parth is comfortable. He must have played much more pacier bowlers than this. Certainly other batsmen from this Amravati Sports needs to be comfortable with the quick bowling that he's bowling at the moment. That's really good effort ball. So if you can bend your back like this, there is certainly a bounce and purchase on this wicket. Very good for everyone. Something there for everyone to cheer about. The medium pacers, the spinners, the batsmen. That's a good shot down the ground. There is a fielder. It should be stopped. Stopped and only a single given away. Certainly it's called a golden wicket of Goa. Everyone loves to come here and play on this ground. Not only the batsmen, but also for the bowlers. Look at the bounce that Tanvesh Gowde is getting. And the ball is also zipping in towards the keeper. It's not easy with a short run up to generate that much of pace. Must be used to bowling in tennis ball cricket with that pace. Look at the shot. And misfield is not going to cost them anything. So recovers well in the end, the fielder at the long on region. So a good over, you can say, from Tanvesh. Very economical. After 15 overs, is 119 for the loss of 5. So 5 overs left, which means 30 legal balls. So in comes Pritesh. So he is going to be bowling in these batting power play overs. Interesting to see what sort of field will be set here for him. Mostly, I guess. I request the players to please make it fast. So 15 overs gone, 119 for the loss of 5. Pachon is playing on 51 of just 26 balls, going at a strike rate of almost 200. Gaudesh Naik playing on 12 of 18. At least given a stand, at least given some company here. So this partnership has certainly kept the hopes alive. And still the danger man is on the wicket, and in comes Pritesh Naik. This is going to be an important over. Very nicely bowled here. The very first ball. And I guess as a new bowler, you should always going to see what sort of action, what sort of trajectory This guy is bowling, the new bowler. And Parth Chavan on strike, having a look at that first delivery. Once again, very nice, wonderful so far. I guess just a little playing on the back foot, watching him carefully. And I think first two balls as a leg spinner, if you are thinking he's bowling the perfect length, perfect line. Certainly this fight will be on in this over. This is in the air. I told you he's bowling well. He was bowling well and he gets rid of the danger man Parth Chavan. Parth was itching to go after him and he was hitting the right chord. He was hitting the right channel. He was hitting the right areas. And the leg spinner has come and got rid of the danger man of his bowling. So big round of applause given to Parth Chavan by all the spectators of Gurcharam and also the supporters of Amravati Sports Club. Once again, he has given them hope at the time when the last few overs were left. They needed him to be there present in the middle to take the game forward. And 119 for the loss of 6 in 15.2, 15.3. So ball so wide. And a new batsman comes onto the wicket. Sankalp Pednekar. This time also beaten the bat and he looks always with the trajectory that he bowled and the pace that needed to be bowled on this wicket. I was telling that battle was on and I was absolutely right. Parth goes after him, which was not required, and gives away his wicket. How good this is over. This has certainly changed the complexion and the scenario of this match. If Parth was to bat for another 4 overs, this certainly total could have been 160, 170. Now they have to reassert that situation here. Just a single conceded, that too of the wide. Batsmen are struggling to get bat off the ball of this leg spinner Pritesh Naik, and he is getting them back in this match. After completion of 16 overs, 120 for the loss of 6. Sankalp Pednekar is playing on 0 of 3 balls and Gauresh is playing on 12 of 18 balls. So it's up to the batsmen out in the middle and the lower order now to get this Amravati Sports Club to a total which they feel is going to be something for the bowlers to feel cushioned about. So I'm leaving for the commentary box at this point of time where this match is heading towards an important juncture, important point. And to tell the further updates and to move in the forward direction, I request Sagar Gosavi to join me.
So now into the depth of the innings, final 4 overs to be bowled. 2 men out in the middle, Sankalp Pednekar and Gauresh Naik, both are capable of getting those needed boundaries and the big sixes. Let's see how this match is about to progress. Tanvish Gowde, speedy customer. Short pitch delivery straight onto the body line. Meanwhile, a single in the bargain. And it's off the leg by, so no bat involved. So now definitely Amravati will be hoping for the runs as the runs have been dried up in the past 3 or 4 overs. And definitely these batters will be aiming to make it up in these remaining 4 overs. And now the pacey delivery, short delivery is the weapon of Tanvish Gowde, with a couple of yards generating such immense space shows the credibility of this bowler. Another pace chance of a catch. Let's see who is going to take it up. With Amsekar takes a beautiful catch, running at least 15 yards towards his right. And a 7th wicket back to the pavilion. So this is where your bowlers should be quick enough, especially when you are bowling in the depths and when you are bowling at the tail. So normally these are not the top line batters where they are quick with the shifting in the balance from front foot to the back foot. And here you have to take the advantage as the shrewd captain. Tanvish Gowde has been introduced to bowl the 17th over. And a beautiful over so far we have seen with a fall of wicket. So 7 wickets back to the pavilion at the score of 121. So now even Amravati had decided to send their super sub. And as per the modern rules, it will be at the striker's end as there's a fall of wicket in form of a catch. So these are the new rules that have been added by the ICC. Score is 121 for the loss of 7 wickets. So new man in is Videsh Naik. Is not afraid of the pace as we can see him without the protection gear on his head. Looks to be he is very confident, inviting the bowlers to take the trouble. Pacey delivery, oh my dear. Ball goes whistling past Videsh, travels quickly to the keeper. So definitely a very good bowler. Tanvish Gowde, what a find by Veling. Pritesh is a shrewd captain, knows which character is going to be helpful for him, for his team. Meanwhile, a lovely delivery again, a pacey delivery straight into hands of keeper. Consecutive dot deliveries have been witnessed in this 17th over. 3 more overs to be bowled after this over. Let's say what is going to be approach. Are they going to really go after the bowler, or are they being sensible? Try to take some singles and wait for their opportunity in the incoming overs. So let's see what is going to be the strategy. 3 wickets are remaining with the batting team. Shuffling down the track and a wonderful catch onto his follow through. Double wicket for Tanvish Gowde in the 17th over. 8th wicket back to the pavilion. Super sub could not do much. Not even able to trouble the scorer. Goes for a golden duck back to the pavilion. So 121 for the loss of 9 wickets. So all the fortune of Amravati depended on only one player. And the sole performance is from Parth Chauhan, who have come from the state of Saurashtra. Has scored a short cameo of 51 runs that have helped his team to reach to 121 at the moment. So 121 for the loss of 9 wickets. Final wicket is out in the middle. Pritesh, the captain, to continue from multi-gut end. So this is the 8th wicket that have gone down. The 9th wicket is out in the middle. 1 more wicket to go. Paresh Fatte, the new man in. So Pritesh to continue. Lovely flight, well played towards the covers. Fielder from the deep cuts the ball quite comfortably inside the boundary rope. Meanwhile, a single. That single brings the incoming batter Paresh Fatte at the striker's end. So Gaurish Naik is still hanging out in the middle, aiming to get some runs, get some purchase from the wicket and even from the bowler's quota. Let's see whether he is able to be successful. The time will tell us. Meanwhile, Paresh is at the striker's end. Again, on to the legs. Equally well played, guys. The ball towards the fine leg region. A good throw. Equally well backed up by the fielder at the covers. So meanwhile, a single that takes the team total to 123. So far, looks to be the decision from the captain of Veling Cricketers is favouring the fielding team at the moment, as they are able to restrict the opponents at what target that Pritesh mentioned. Still 2 more overs to be bowled after this over. Gaurish is at the striker's end, and all depends on Gaurish. Full pitch delivery, shuffling down the track, hits the ball towards the mid-wicket region. Fielder intact, gathers the ball quite comfortably. So now the single so far. Amravati Sports Club investing in singles at the moment. Meanwhile, a sweep was in act. Meanwhile, the market value of Amravati Sports Club has crashed, and now really they have to cash in so that they get the most share from this inning. Short pitch delivery, cuts the ball, cuts it away from the umpire, straight to the fielder that has been placed at the boundary rope. So all the runs that have come in the over are in form of singles. Score is 125. Meanwhile, what could have been a low full toss, batsman waited onto the back foot and allows the ball to drop right in front of him. So that leaves the final delivery of the 18th over as a dot delivery. So after completion of 18, 125 for the loss of 8 wickets. Final 2 overs in the depth. Let's see what is going to be the final total. And let's see who is going to bowl in this second last over. Rahul Prabhugaukar, the in charge to deliver from the railway station end in the 19th over. 12 legal deliveries remaining. Paresh Forte at the strikers, and let's see whether Paresh can connect now. Can he get some runs for his team? That is the challenge for him. As Rahul, right on the first delivery, punches the ball to Amey. Chance of a run out at the non-strikers end. Good work from Amey. Sensible while fielding, knows that a batter has almost impossible to return back. So gives the ball to his fellow mate and causes the run out. So 9th wicket back to the pavilion. 125 for the loss of 9 wickets. So now the final man to walk out the center. Sanket, I beg pardon, Aniket Amonkar Jr. Meanwhile, a big swing and a miss, equally well kept behind the stumps. Plenty of work for Kashyap Bagle, who is doing the role of wicketkeeper at the moment. As we have seen, a lot many dot deliveries in this inning. Definitely will be happy and is very active behind the stumps. Normally what happens when the deliveries have been hit, so keeper tends to be little bit relaxing, but that is not the story, as bowlers have done a wonderful job. Oh my dear, some fortunate runs. Ball takes the upper half of the bat, travels towards the third man region. Are they going to run for the second? They are not confident enough. Settles for a single. Single takes the team total to 126. Aniket Amonkar Jr. So let's see whether this junior have some strong shoulders, have some strong forearms, so that he can get some connection and get some runs into the depth overs. One more over to be bowled after this over. Final wicket is out in the middle. Oh my dear, ball takes the edge. No chance for the third man fielder, and that is the lucky boundary. Lucky escape for a junior. Boundary to take the team total furthermore to 130. Another change in pace that is working at the moment. Some orthodox auction. Rahul gradually onto his run-up mark, trying to mixing up his deliveries. That is the funda in the depth overs, where you keep the batter thinking. On to the back foot, not able to connect. A dot ball to end over number 19. So after completion of 19, score is 130 for the loss of 9 wickets. So let's see how much more these two batters are going to get from this final over. Will be bowled by the captain of the side, Pritesh Naik, leading from the front, setting an perfect example, and he is successfully has been able to take the prized wicket of the outstation player of Parth Chauhan. So let's see how this final over is about to proceed. Whether it is going to be some runs for the batting team, or is it going to be a fall of a wicket and end of the inning. 6 deliveries to go. First delivery immediately back onto the back foot and hits the ball towards the mid-wicket region to take a single, and that single brings Aniket Amonkar Jr. at the striker's end. On to the legs, and that's the fall of a one more wicket. Pritesh finishes with 2 wickets in his allotted quota. 5 deliveries are left in this inning, but 10 wickets back to the pavilion. That makes to conclude the inning. So after the fall of 10th wicket, team total is 131. And 132 is the target in front of Veling cricketers all the way from Ponda Taluka. So let's see how this run chase is about to happen out in the middle after a break of a few minutes. As Veling will be out to bat to chase down the target that has been set in front of them. 132 runs required from 120 deliveries. So after the break, it's time for Sanket Gaonkar to give the proceedings, to give the details of this second innings.
और फिर एक बार सभी दर्शकों का यहाँ पर स्वागत करते हुए दूसरी इनिंग की शुरुआत यहाँ पर होगी। वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स वर्सेस अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब के बीच ये मैच, और पहले इनिंग के बाद अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब 131 रन अपने टोटल में बना सके, और 132 यहाँ पर रन बनाने होंगे इस मैच को जीतने के लिए वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स को। तो एक बड़ा मुकाबला, एक हालांकि एक बड़ा स्कोर यहाँ पर जरूर बना नहीं सके, लेकिन जो स्कोर यहाँ पर बना है उर्वेश रेडकर, फेलिक्स डायस, दो बल्लेबाज वहां पर शुरुआत करेंगे इनिंग की। पहली गेंद, और पहली गेंद पर थोड़ी सी दिशा से बढ़ के वाइड का इशारा आता हुआ, तो अतिरिक्त रन के साथ इस इनिंग की शुरुआत यहाँ पर हुई है। और जो गेंदबाज यहाँ पर गेंदबाजी करने आएंगे, यहाँ पर ध्यान में रखना होगा कि एक बड़ा टोटल उनके पास नहीं है, और एक्स्ट्रा यहाँ पर इस पर रोक लगानी होगी। पहले की ये गेंद बढ़िया पॉइंट की दिशा में खेली, डीप में खिलाड़ी मौजूद, और पहला रन आता हुआ बल्ले से, उसी के साथ 2 रन यहाँ पर टोटल में जुड़ते हुए उर्वेश रेडकर और फेलिक्स डायस, संकल्प पेडनेकर यहाँ पर जो प्रमुख गेंदबाज पहले ओवर की यहाँ पर शुरुआत हालांकि वाइड के साथ की, लेकिन इसके बाद ये दूसरी गेंद सटी के निशाने पर। इस बार यहाँ पर बढ़िया गेंद ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर की लाइन पकड़े, और इस बार सटीक निशाने पर सीधी जाती हुई कीपर के दस्तानों में, और शुरुआत यहाँ पर संकल्प पेडनेकर की बढ़िया। अब तक एक ही रन बल्ले से आ चुका है, और एक वाइड, कुल मिलाकर 2 रन कुल हो चुका है। इस बार हवा में गेंद, पीछे वहां पर फील्डर, जरूर कोशिश, और अंत में जीत होती हुई यहाँ पर गेंद जाती हुई सीमा रेखा के पार। ये कैच हालांकि एक मौका जरूर बना था, लेकिन मुश्किल था, प्रयास जरूर किया था यहाँ पर फील्डर ने, लेकिन अंत में बाउंड्री के पार जाती हुई गेंद, और पहला शॉट, ये कन्विंसिंग शॉट नहीं था ये यहाँ पर, लेकिन हालांकि चौका जरूर मिला इस गेंद पर। इस बार फिर एक बार ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर रखने की कोशिश, लेकिन ज्यादा बाहर कर बैठे, और एक वाइड आती हुई इस ओवर की। तो रन्स यहाँ पर आते हुए पहली ओवर में 7 पर पहुंच चुका है स्कोर। जो दबाव यहाँ पर पहली ओवर से यहाँ पर बनाना है अगर इस मैच में बने रहना है तो। इस बार बढ़िया शॉट, वहां पर फील्डर हालांकि दौड़ जरूर लगा, लेकिन ये कवर्स की दिशा में आता हुआ ये बेहतरीन शॉट, ये यहाँ पर कनेक्शन अच्छा। तो दूसरा चौका आता हुआ इस ओवर का। तो पहली ओवर यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी महंगी होती हुई, 11 रन लग चुके हैं बोर्ड पर, 2 चौके जरूर इस ओवर में आए हैं। इस बार बढ़िया गेंद, समझ नहीं पाए, सीधी जाती हुई कीपर के पास, बढ़िया ये कमबैक का 2 चौके जरूर लगे हैं, लेकिन यहां पर विकेट्स जो की फैक्टर है, वेलिंग क्रिकेटर चाहेंगे कि एक बढ़िया पार्टनरशिप यहां पर बने। यहां पर ये बहुत ही बढ़िया संपर्क गैप था, वाला की पॉइंट का खिलाड़ी जो था प्रयास जरूर किया था कैच पकड़ने का, लेकिन ये तीसरा चौका आता हुआ। तो बड़ी ओवर, पहली ओवर यहां पर समाप्ति होती हुई 15 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर बिना किसी नुकसान के। तो एक बेहतरीन शुरुआत वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स के लिए। 3 चौके इस ओवर में आए और उसी की बदौलत 15 बिना कोई नुकसान के। तो ये मैच यहाँ पर अगर इसी तरह से रन आते रहे तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा अमरावती स्पोर्ट्स क्लब के लिए। विकेट्स यहाँ की फैक्टर, अगर विकेट्स लगातार अंतराल के बाद यहाँ पर लेते रहे तो इस मैच में बने रह सकते हैं। अन्यथा अगर ये दोनों बल्लेबाज चलते रहे तो इस आसानी से स्कोर तक पहुंच सकते हैं। तो पहली ओवर की समाप्ति यहाँ पर हुई है, 15 रन लग चुके बोर्ड पर और अपना की बॉलर यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करते हुए पार्थ चौहान, जिन्होंने बढ़िया बैटिंग करके 51 रनों की जो पारी, एकमात्र बल्लेबाज जो आज एक बढ़िया प्रदर्शन कर सके। बाकी बल्लेबाजों का साथ यहाँ पर नहीं मिला, उसी की बदौलत यहाँ पर 131 ही कुल स्कोर बना सके। और यहाँ पर अब बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट में अपना कमाल दिखाने के लिए बॉलिंग दूसरी ओवर की यहाँ पर शुरुआत करेंगे पार्थ चौहान। और उम्मीद है कप्तान को कि यहाँ पर 1-2 विकेट जरूर अपने नाम यहाँ पर करेंगे। तो दूसरी ओवर आती हुई पार्थ चौहान की। ओ पहली गेंद पर यहाँ पर मौका बनाया, फील्डर बॉल के नीचे, क्या है कैच, और पहली यहाँ पर सफलता मिलती हुई। जिस काम के लिए यहाँ पर बुलाया गया था वही काम करते हुए, और पहली गेंद पर पार्थ चौहान अपना खाता यहाँ विकेट के साथ खोलते हुए। तो मैच में ट्विस्ट, पहली ओवर बढ़िया रही लेकिन दूसरी ओवर की शुरुआत में विकेट, अगर इसी तरह से यहाँ पर बॉलिंग करते रहे, इसी तरह से विकेट अपने नाम करते रहे तो ये मैच आसान नहीं होगा वेलिंग क्रिकेटर के लिए। और पहला झटका लगता हुआ 15 के स्कोर पर। कश्यप बकले एक विकेट के बाद पहली विकेट विश्वेश्वर कुछ खास नहीं कर सके, केवल 1 रन बनाकर वापस। और एक प्लेयर कश्यप बकले अगर यहाँ पर चलते रहे तो ये मैच यहाँ पर बना सकते हैं। लेकिन यहाँ पर पहली गेंद जिस तरह के से की और जिस तरह से विकेट मिली, वो बढ़िया गेंद, लेकिन इस बार दिशा से थोड़े से बढ़ के वाइड का इशारा आता हुआ ऑप्शन से बाहर जाती हुई गेंद। तो उम्मीद होगी कप्तान के पार्थ चौहान और एक विकेट यहाँ पर अपने नाम करने में कामयाब होता है तो थोड़ी सी मुश्किलें यहाँ पर बढ़ जाएगी। तो 15 रन जरूर आए थे पहली ओवर पे, लेकिन दूसरी ओवर की शुरुआती गेंद पर यह विकेट। ओ थर्डमैन की दिशा में रुक करती हुई गेंद, 1 रन यहाँ पर जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में। तो जिस तरह से पार्थ चौहान एक की प्लेयर रहे थे अमरावती के लिए, इसी तरह से वेलिंग क्रिकेटर के लिए कश्यप बकले अगर चले, कश्यप बकले के बल्ले से एक पारी अगर आती है तो ये मैच उनके लिए आसान बन जाएगा। तो एक यहाँ पर फेलिक्स डायस होंगे अब बैटिंग मार्क पर, जिन्होंने पिछली ओवर में 3 चौके लगाए थे। बढ़िया, क्या देखिए पेस के साथ कीपर देखिए कहां खड़ा है, और सीधी कीपर के साथ जब गेंद जाती है, और ये कमाल की है यहाँ पर इस बार थोड़ा सा गति में मिश्रण, लेकिन शॉट बढ़िया, वहां पर खिलाड़ी मौजूद, कवर्स का खिलाड़ी, एक रन और जुड़ता हुआ। तो यहाँ दोनों की यहाँ पर सोच रहेगा, दोनों बल्लेबाज की ये ओवर जो है पार्थ चौहान की यहाँ पर रक्षात्मक तरीके से खेले, क्योंकि आने वाले जो बॉलर है वहां प्रयास कर सकते हैं, वहां पर अगर गेंदे खराब गेंदी मिलती है वहां पर प्रयास कर सकते हैं, बाउंड्री अर्जित कर सकते हैं। इस बार पटकी हुई गेंद और यहां पर ये बहुत ही कमाल का शॉट, लाजवाब क्लासिकल शॉट, और इसी के साथ यहां पर अब तक जो बढ़िया गेंदबाजी चल रही थी, इस बार शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ गेंद थी, परखा और उसे भेज दिया वहां पर फील्ड स्टेशन का फायदा उठाते हुए, और एक चौका आता हुआ। कश्यप बखले तो पॉइंट की दिशा में ये खेलकर चौका यहां पर अर्जित करते हुए, पहला चौका आता हुआ कश्यप बखले के बल्ले से। फिर इस बार अच्छा कमबैक का शॉट ऑफ लेंथ गेंद थी, लेकिन गति के साथ सीधी जाती हुई कीपर के दस्तान में, उसी के साथ सफल ओवर की समाप्ति 2 ओवरों के बाद 22 लग चुके बोर्ड पर, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। बढ़िया गेंद, जॉर्क लेंथ गेंद, पहली गेंद दूसरी ओवर की सटीक निशाने पर। संकल्प पेडनेकर, हालांकि पहली ओवर महंगी रही थी, 15 ओवर आए थे, लेकिन इस ओवर की शुरुआत यहां पर बढ़िया। इस बार पैरों पर गेंद थे, पहले की दिशा में खेलने की कोशिश, कीपर ने खुद जाकर वहां पर फील्ड की, और समय था बल्लेबाजों के पास कि 1 रन दौड़कर यहां पर करते कंप्लीट। और पैरा फीट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं। जो पिछला ओवर थोड़ा सा दबाव जो विकेट के पतन के बाद हुआ, वो यहां पर रिलीज करने की कोशिश, एक फ्री हिट, पहला फ्री हिट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं कश्यप बकले। और कमाल का देखिए शॉट, किसी भी फील्डर को हिलने की जरूरत नहीं, और सिर्फ बाहर से बॉल उठाकर लाना है, और ये कमाल का शॉट कवर्स की दिशा में। जिस तरह से पार्थ चौहान ने 3 छक्के लगाए थे फ्री हिट, और वही यहां पर पहला फ्री हिट, पहले ही फ्री हिट पर चौका अर्जित करके बढ़िया इस्तेमाल किया है इस फ्री हिट का। ये बढ़िया गेंद, कमाल की गेंद, बीट कराने में कामयाब। पिछली गेंद पर चौका जरूर लगा, लेकिन एक्सपीरियंस है, जानते हैं संकल्प पेडनेकर कि बल्लेबाज की स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, कहां पर गेंद करनी है। 27 हो चुका है कुल स्कोर, तीसरी ओवर है प्रगति पर। इस बार हवा में जरूर गेंद, फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद, और दूसरा झटका यहां पर लगता हुआ कश्यप बकले, जिन पर सारा दारोमदार, एक अहम कड़ी थी इस टीम की, लेकिन उसे वहां पर वापस भेजने में सफलता। संकल्प पेडनेकर स्ट्राइक करते हुए पहला विकेट उसके नाम यहां पर, और 27 के स्कोर पर लगता हुआ दूसरा झटका। वेलिंग क्रिकेटर अब थोड़ी सी बैकफुट हुआ, क्योंकि 2 उनके महान बल्लेबाज, 2 मुख्य प्रमुख बल्लेबाज, ऊपरी क्रम के बल्लेबाज यहां पर वापस जाते हुए 27 के स्कोर पर लगा है दूसरा झटका। विकेट के बाद नए बल्लेबाज उतरे अमित हमशिकर और उसी के साथ 3 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर होता हुआ समाप्त 27 लक्ष्य के बोर्ड पर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। तो हालांकि 131 जरूर रन बनाए, लेकिन जिस तरह के यहाँ पर दूसरा फ्री हिट यहाँ पर लेना चाहते हैं। एक फ्री हिट पहला लिया था, उस पर चौका अर्जित किया और जो प्रेशर यहाँ पर बना है 2 विकेटों के बाद थोड़ा सा रिलीज करने की कोशिश यहाँ पर होगी। फेलिक्स डायस अभी भी मौजूद ओपनर बल्लेबाज, दूसरे छोर पर 2 विकेट का जरूर पतन हुआ और अमित हमशिकर नए बल्लेबाज उतरे हैं मैदान पर साथ देने के लिए फेलिक्स डायस का। संकल्प पेडनेकर और पार्थ चौहान दोनों ने एक एक विकेट अपने नाम की है और पार्थ चौहान फिर एक बार यहाँ पर दूसरी ओवर की शुरुआत करने के लिए तैयार होते हुए बॉलिंग मार्क पर। पटकी हुई गेंद यहाँ पर रन आउट का यहाँ पर मौका, डायरेक्ट हिट की दरकार थी। अगर डायरेक्ट हिट होता जरूर यहाँ पर तीसरा झटका लग सकता और फ्री हिट पर एक ही तरीके से हो सकता है, बल्लेबाज आउट हुए, रन आउट, और वो मौका यहाँ पर जरूर बना था। अगर सटीक निशाना होता तो तीसरा झटका यहाँ पर जरूर लग सकता था। फेलिक्स डायस को वापस जाना पड़ता था, लेकिन अंत में ये रन कंप्लीट और उसी के साथ और एक रन जुड़ता हुआ 28 कुल हुआ स्कोर। तो ये फ्री हिट यहाँ पर ज्यादा कुछ यहाँ पर खास नहीं हुआ, एक ही रन इस फ्री हिट पर मिला और इसी के बदौलत 28 पर पहुंच चुका स्कोर। फिर एक बार यहां पर पटकी हुई गेंद और कीपर से थोड़ी सी यहां पर मिस, उसी की बदौलत वाइड का इशारा हुआ। तो अतिरिक्त प्रयास यहां पर करने की कोशिश में अपनी दिशा खो बैठे और उसी की बदौलत एक यहां पर रन इस बार देखिए वहां पर कीपर की क्या ये एफर्ट रही है। हालांकि वाइड जरूर गेंद, लेकिन अगर कीपर द्वारा मिस होती तो जरूर इस गेंद पर 4 रन बनते, लेकिन बढ़िया एफर्ट, बढ़िया ये स्कोर हालांकि कम बना है, लेकिन उस स्कोर को डिफेंड करने की पूरी कोशिश यहाँ पर फील्डर का बढ़िया एफर्ट। आज की फील्डिंग बहुत ही बढ़िया रही है, बहुत ही स्टनिंग कैचेस आज देखने को मिले हैं आज फील्डरों द्वारा। इस बार फिर एक बार दिशा से भटके वाइड का इशारा था हुआ, यहाँ पर तीसरी वाइड इस ओवर की। तो थोड़े से यहाँ पर अतिरिक्त प्रयास विकेट्स अपने नाम करने में यहाँ पर जुड़े हुए प्रयास चल रहा है, उसी प्रयास में यहाँ पर थोड़े से दिशा से भटकते हुए तीसरा वाइड आता हुआ इस ओवर का, और इसी वाइड को जोड़कर 32 हुआ है कुल स्कोर। फिर एक बार यहां पर पटकी हुई गेंद, लेकिन थर्डमैन का खिलाड़ी वहां पर मौजूद, हवा में जरूर गेंद थी, लेकिन फील्डर से दूर और एक रन जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में। फेलिक्स डायस हालांकि शुरुआत की ओवर में, पहले ओवर में 3 चौके जरूर लगाए थे, लेकिन उसके बाद जो 2 विकेट गिरे उसका थोड़ा सा प्रेशर यहां पर संभल कर खेलने की कोशिश विकेट यहां पर और खोना नहीं चाहेंगे वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स। फिर एक बार उसी दिशा में थर्डमैन क्षेत्र में वहां पर खिलाड़ी मौजूद, एक ही रन से यहां पर होना पड़ेगा संतुष्ट। तो बढ़िया ये क्रिकेट जानते हैं कि ये जो प्रमुख गेंदबाज है पार्थ चौहान, यहां पर संभल कर खेलना है, विकेट्स नहीं देनी है। अगर ये ओवर अपने खेले, विकेट्स नहीं दिए, तो आने वाले ओवरों में आने वाले बॉलर जो है उस पर हमला कर सकते हैं। इस बार बढ़िया ये गेंद और सीधी जाती हुई कीपर के पास। तो कमबैक अपनी लय यहाँ पर प्राप्त करते हुए थोड़े से भटके दिल, लेकिन इस बार ये बढ़िया गेंद। इस बार बड़ा हिट खेलने की कोशिश, लेकिन आसान नहीं होगा। जो गति है, जो लाइन है, जो लेंथ है पार्थ के पास, यहाँ पर बड़े शॉट खेलना यहाँ पर उतना आसान नहीं होगा, लेकिन फिर भी कोशिश यहाँ पर जरूर हो रही है। जो इस बार यहाँ पर और एक डॉट गेंद, उसी के साथ 4 ओवर का खेल होता हुआ समाप्त। 34 लग चुके बोर्ड पर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। संकल्प पेडनेकर की जगह पर गौरीश नाइक को बुलाया गया है बॉलिंग मार्क पर, और संकल्प पेडनेकर और पार्थ चौहान दोनों ने एक एक विकेट अपने नाम यहाँ पर की है, और तीसरा बॉलर का इस्तेमाल यहाँ पर करते हुए कप्तान गौरीश नाइक को यहाँ पर बुलाया गया है। और ये जो 2 बल्लेबाज अमित हमसिकर और फिलिक्स डायस, यहाँ पर एक पार्टनरशिप की सख्त जरूरत, क्योंकि 2 प्रमुख बल्लेबाज यहाँ पर वापस जा चुके हैं वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स के। और तीसरा फ्री हिट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं। बढ़िया ये गेंद, उतनी अच्छी शॉट, लेकिन फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद, थोड़ी सी मिसफील्ड, और यहां पर केवल 1 ही रन होना चाहिए था, लेकिन ऐसी फील्डिंग यहां पर इस स्तर पर नहीं होनी चाहिए। बॉलर यहां पर प्रयास कर रहे हैं, बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंद थी, हालांकि फ्री हिट जरूर लिया था, लेकिन फील्डरों का थोड़ा यहां पर साथ नहीं मिलता हुआ बॉलरों को, और चौके के लिए जाती हुई गेंद। थोड़ी देर, बहुत देर बाद ये चौका आया है, तो बढ़िया गेंदबाजी रही थी अब तक। इस बार यहां पर दिशा से भटके लेग स्टंप से दूर जाती हुई गेंद, वाइड का इशारा आता हुआ अतिरिक्त रनों में इजाफा होता हुआ, और इसके साथ 39 हुआ है कुल स्कोर। चौथा फ्री हिट यहां पर लेना चाहते हैं, देखेंगे कितना इस्तेमाल इस फ्री हिट का करते हैं। इस बार गति में मिश्रण किया था, पढ़ नहीं पाए, तो बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंद। यहाँ पर जब फ्री हिट होता है तो पूरी कोशिश होती है बल्लेबाज की एक बड़ा हिट आए, लेकिन यहाँ पर चतुराई भरी बॉलिंग, यहाँ पर स्लोअर गेंद डाली, उसी की बदौलत ये डॉट गेंद। तो बहुत ही बढ़िया इस्तेमाल किया था। जो फ्री हिट थे, 5 फ्री हिट कुल एक टीम को मिलते हैं, और पार्थ चौहान ने 3 छक्के लगाए थे। इस बार फिर एक बार, जी नहीं, इस बार बढ़िया गेंद, डॉट गेंद आती हुई, तो कमबैक यहां पर करते हुए, तो एक वाइड जरूर गई थी, लेकिन उसके बाद जो 2 गेंदे पिछली गेंद पर फ्री हिट जरूर लिया था, उस गेंद पर गति में मिश्रण, और उसके बाद ये गेंद, कमाल की यहां पर गेंदबाजी करते हुए गौरीश नाइक। इस बार वाइड का इशारा, ऑफ टर्म के बाहर की लाइन पकड़ने की कोशिश, लेकिन ज्यादा बाहर, वाइड का इशारा, दूसरा वाइड इस ओवर का। और इस बार फाइनल की दिशा में वहां पर सर्कल में खिलाड़ी मौजूद, रन यहां पर नहीं मिलेगा। हालांकि एक चौका मिस फील्ड की वजह से जरूर गया है, लेकिन उसके बाद बढ़िया ये लाइन और लेंथ के साथ रक्षात्मक तरीके से खेला और हल्के हाथों से समय था कि एक रन यहां पर करते दौड़कर कंप्लीट। इकतालीस पर पहुंच चुका है स्कोर। हालांकि 2 विकेट जरूर गए, लेकिन यहां पर एक पार्टनरशिप की जरूरत, और धीरे धीरे ये पार्टनरशिप पनपती हुई फेलिक्स डाइस और अमे नामसीकर के बीच। आ गया एक कदमों का इस्तेमाल, और यहां पर अपील जरूर। सभी उत्साह यहां पर, सभी प्लेयर जो है 11 के 11 खिलाड़ी यहां पर अपील करते हुए, और यहां पर अंपायर का आउट का डिसीजन, यहां पर एज लगी थी और सीधी कीपर के पास, और बहुत ही बढ़िया ये कैच। हालांकि यहां पर थोड़ी सी डिस्कशन के बाद ये डिसीजन जरूर आया। उसी के साथ 41 पर लगा ही तीसरा झटका। और उसी के साथ 5 ओवरों का खेल होता हुआ यहाँ समाप्त। 41 लग चुके बोर्ड पर। 3 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट जो खोए हैं, उसी वजह से थोड़ी सी यहाँ पर बैकफुट पर हो गए वेलिंग क्रिकेटर्स। ये मैच यहाँ पर जरूर एक रोमांचक मैच बनेगा और बहुत कुछ घटना इस मैच में बाकी। और आगे का हाल सुनाने के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़ेंगे हमारे सीनियर कमेंटेटर हरीश काकुड़कर।
So 3 wickets back in the pavilion, all 3 top order. Suddenly I am seeing Buddy hurrying on to his dressing room. So maybe he understands that the team which was looking in a good position, suddenly when you lose 3 wickets, Buddy also is an important man in the middle. Is Amit Damshekar now, and to give him company, Sapnesh. Oh, full toss ball, such a loosener, easy ball. Aniket Farab. This time trying to glide down towards the third man region. A talented player, but talent so far half done by this man. Most of the time play a small cameo of 20-25 runs. Good 20-25 runs, classic ones. But cannot take his team home most of the time. Ahmed Damshekar, this is nicely played. What a cracking shot. This man is sheer talent. Absolute talent, no doubt about his talent. Short ball, ample of time, rocking onto the back foot. The bowler trying to be smart, trying to be cheeky, bowling that quicker one. Ahmed was up to it. I told you this team still has the batting, Don't think that Kashyap Buckley is back, Felix Dice is back. They don't have the batting to chase this down. Well, I've seen so far the bowling. Bowling has done pretty good, but not at the rate where what I expected. Sometimes bowling too many wides, which was not required. This time in the air. This time also up and over the point region fielder, using the aerial route to good effect, getting a boundary. Suddenly you can see Amey Damshekar has decided attacking way is the best way. Attack is the best sort of defense. So let's not just go the calm way, subtle way. I'll try and play my shots. Trying to play a shot of the back foot. Just getting a single. So I think the job at this over is very well done by this man. A 6 for the pull shot. A shot in the point, officially played, opening the face of the bat over the point region for a boundary, taking the score to 52 for 3, 5.5. So the run rate is quite well maintained. The required run rate is well below 6 runs per over. Appeal there from the square leg region or fine leg region fielder, not from the bowler and wicket keeper. So a dot ball to finish this over. After 6 is 52 for 3. Syed Padia, who has done a very good job, is yet to come on to the wicket. A powerful striker. But I think you cannot just rely on the names. You got to do it yourself out in the middle. Well, in a game of cricket, we can see something every other day. 52 for 3 in 6 overs, require 80 runs in 84 balls. So asking run rate is less than 6 runs per over at the moment. So no pressure on the batsmen whatsoever. They still got the golden over yet to come, and also the batting power play. Nicely played in the gap as well. Timing is also blissful. Amey is showcasing his talent, showing his talent that I can still bat well and take my team home. This time it's not about the 20-25 runs. This time it's certainly I can score much better than what I used to be. Scoring at the rate of almost 180 strike rate. This time leaving the ball alone, expecting it to be wide. It was a drivable length, not happy that he left it. It was definitely inside the guideline for the umpire. Yes, well inside. .56, the score moves on to Amey playing on 21 of just 13 balls. Well, in this small innings, there is man in the deep. Pressure being put on him, no chance of the double, and there is a misfield, but backup is there. Path is quick onto it. So quick fielding here from the man in the deep on the leg side. Swapnesh has come and just played a single ball that was of the dot ball. It is still got plenty of time to give company to Amey Damshekar, and Gaurish so far trying to pick up wickets. Already picked up 1 wicket, and they still need more. If they need to be in the race, in the hunt for this win and go into the semi-finals, Amravati has to pick up wickets, especially of the man who is giving them ominous signs from the non-strikers end itself. So little straying down the leg side. First thought of a single, then decided against it. Never run off a misfield when the ball is very close, says the coaches. It's always risky sometimes. Once again going down the leg side. Slightly straying both sides of the wicket here, the bowlers. if they are better off if they concentrate in the one line, maybe somewhere outside of stump or maybe around the fourth wicket in the bowling in the good length areas, which is much better than bowling down the leg side, because there is hardly any cushion down the leg side once it crosses the short fine leg region. This time, straight to the man in the short covers. So good over here from the bowler Gauresh Naik. After 7 is 58 for 3. So 57 for the loss of 3 in 7 overs. I think a slight error in scoring. It is 57. 5 runs have come off that previous over. There was a message for Nikhil Dangia saying account has been credited. He has credited the batting team with 1 run. So the slight mistake corrected here by Viraj Tendulkar, who was very alert, always alert. Cracking shot, half chance. Good effort given by the fielder, but it required much more than that. It was powerfully struck from this man, Amit Damshekar. He has shown 1 pull shot, 1 straight down the ground, 1 cut shot, now 1 cover drive. Although slightly uppish, but the way he has struck it right off the meat of the bat, right off the screws, is timing it well today. So again, on the back foot to that straight man, where a boundary was scored, a dot ball. The way Amit Damshekar is batting at the moment, he looks like he wants to finish this in a hurry. This is in the air and it's going to be a boundary. So the fortune is favoring the brave here. He is playing his natural instinct, the natural shots that he likes to play as an attacking player, and he is getting the fruitful returns. The score rapidly moving on to 65. Well, Amit Damshekar is taking single-handedly the match away from Amravati Sports Club. They have to do something fast and within maybe the next 2 overs. This time nicely glided, chance of a run out, quick fielding is required. He threw at the non-strikers and Ame was quite in. So 67 runs required in 74 balls with golden and batting power play. I think at this moment everyone who has cricket brains will definitely favor Veling cricketers to win this match. But cricket it is. Cricket has seen lots of up and downs, lots of surprises, lots of miracles. Just 1 wicket of a good man in form. Suddenly you can see the side reeling back. And the new batsman coming onto the wicket struggling. Just like how it happened. Might be an opportunity here. Might be an opportunity. Oh! Oh. That was an easy run out. And look at where he has thrown the ball. He needed to play the underarm cricket and he played the basketball. And that single will finish over and the score is 67 for 3. Would have not been even in the frame. This was an opportunity. This was a chance. That was a risky single. Luckily, it went in favor of the batting side, Veling cricketers. Otherwise, it could have been 4 down at this moment. 8 overs, 67 for 3. I can understand it requires some fluid. It's not easy. It's really hot and humid out at this point of time. And it will still increase in the next couple of months. So players, after running so fast, require some fluid to be running in your body. Need to build up that energy once again, which goes out after quick running and taking quick runs. So Gaurish will continue. But one thing good here for Veling cricketers, at least when the wickets are falling, at least this every other pair is making a partnership of 15, 20, 25 runs, which is still keeping them in the game. That's much more important here. Nicely played off the back foot in the point region. And once again, a misfield here. I hope it is all right. So a casual approach here from the fielder, giving another 4 runs. So Amravati are losing the grip of this match, which they were holding maybe 3 overs back. The wonderful shot off the back foot. Taking the score, move on to 71 runs. Ame playing on 31 of just 18. And at this stage, Veling cricketers holding the grip and taking it much closer towards the target with those boundaries, with those singles. So last of the free hit has been taken by Amit Damshekar here. So straight down the ground. So a free hit has been taken for 4 runs. So Amit Damshekar is playing a good innings of substance here. Not a cameo at this stage. 35 off just 19 balls. Oh, nicely played off the back foot. And slowly and steadily, Amravati Sports Club, with the way Ame has flown like a river today, hushing and gushing from the meadows. No trouble whatsoever at this moment of time. Very steady, calm, composed on the wicket. And with the way he's batting, it is running shivers down the spine at this stage from the bowling and the captain of the bowling side, Amravati Sports Club. At the end of over number 9, it's 77 for the loss of 3 wickets. Happy to see a pretty good crowd here in Kurcharem. Players who played in this tournament, that supporters of different teams, both Amravati and Veling are here to support their side. Also Kurcharem cricket lovers watching from the roadside and also at the long on region at the Maruti Garden side. So as usual the case with this ground, cricket lovers place this is called. They have come in numbers. It's almost 15 past 5 and this is the best time to watch the game of cricket. And when this match is going interesting, Ahmed Damshekar, although hailing from Bali Kukali region, is most of the time seen in Kakoda and Kurcharem region. Wonderful talent. This time no chance of a single. Good call of a loud clear signal of no. And the perfect way, I guess, the very good here from the captain of the bowling side to get Parth Chauhan. There is no point in keeping his overs later on when the match is well gone. We'll see at the time when bridge arrives, approach does not work here. Otherwise, you might end up a quarter-finalist itself. A lovely ball here. Effort ball here from the bowler. Ahmed Damshekar trying to play the uppercut shot here, but it was the ball was well past him before he has played his shot. He has got a pace, Parth. And if somebody can get this match back in for Amravati, it is this man on the screens and who is running, storming in fast against the batsman who is scoring a very good inning so far. This time, nicely played, watched it carefully off the bat. Towards the deep third man region. Not the usual pace, a change of pace you can say from Parth Chauhan. So need just 54 runs in 63. They have kept this required run rate well in check right from the start. Especially when Ahmed Damshekar had come onto the wicket. This is in the air. This might be an opportunity here. Catch taken. Fourth wicket down. And I told you this is going to be the make or break over here for Amravati Sports Club. Finally, they are staying in the hunt. They are staying in the race. Although it is not Ahmed Damshekar who is going back in the pavilion, at least they have taken a wicket and broken a little momentum. Nowhere in position to play that full shot. Parth Chauhan getting his second wicket and the score is 78 for the loss of 4 in 9.5. .4 overs, 78 for 4. So players from Kurcharem municipality who have entered into the semi-finals are also coming and watching this match. Interested to see who is going to face them. And player of the match, Tushar Sawant, is also watching. Whenever he gets a player of the match award, he always comes the next match throughout the day. Whenever he doesn't get, and whenever he doesn't bowl well, you won't see him on the ground for 7-8 days. But a fine bowler, wonderful off spinner, important player of Kurcharem municipality side, and also runs his brain well. But I guess you don't have to run brain as Kurcharem municipality when Ahmed Damshekar is there. Normally he is the taken as the permanent outstation player of Kurchane Municipality, but today is playing for Veling Cricketers. So they very well know as teammates, if at all Veling Cricketers move on towards the semi-finals. Wonderful pace here. So he's not giving any short of effort here from this young lad from Saurashtra. And took the wicket as well. The reason why he has been brought into the attack, it was successful. After 10, is 78 for 4. Smart thinking here from Amit Amshekar. Very smart from both these batsmen. Now 12th over can also be taken from them, but they have seen that Parth Chauhan has finished, so immediately he cannot bowl from this end. And this is also the shorter end, so chances of going towards the boundary and 6 is much more at this end compared to that end of the Martigad. So Sankal Pednekar comes on to bowl from this end. So golden over. Halfway mark, well within the reach. So let's see how much the runs are being scored of this golden over. We have seen many a times golden over turn golden in favor of the bowling unit. The batsman feels that we need to get a boundary sixes and suddenly give 2 or 3 wickets in that same over. This time gliding down. Oh, this is smart. This is very smart batting. You don't require to hit the ball hard in leather ball cricket. If you just use your brains and just glide it down. A leg cut here towards the third man region for 4 runs. He's playing very sensibly today. Very, very sensibly, very smartly. I think I must say that he has got more matured after getting married. It was you can say it was short of good length, trying to cut away. And when the batsman is playing so well, he feels that I can hit that ball. So keeper standing in front for Sankal Pednekar. This time, once again trying the same shot, very nicely played. Watchfully watching coming off the bat. So far, the golden over is played very well and decently by Amit Amshekar. Played decently here, back to the bowler. Pritesh Naik is a steady and composed character. As we have seen, he has when Parth Chauhan was batting, it looked as if they could have scored 150. He got that important wicket of Parth Chauhan as a leg spinner coming to bowl the 16th over. And that was his first over as well. And very street smart cricketer, you can say, Pritesh Naik. So a golden over comes to an end. The score is 90 for the loss of 4 wickets. So 42 runs required in 54 balls is the equation. Not difficult here with 6 wickets in hand. Beaten with pace, beaten with length, beaten with line here. So Pritesh on strike. This time nicely bowled, very well played. Coming on top of that ball with a defensive shot of the back foot. But I can see that the body language is slowly dipping down after that golden over. They were expecting to get wickets and in comes Pat Chauhan. So this is going to be his last over. And the last gasp of a breath from Amravati Sports Club to be staying alive in this race. And an outside edge. Outside edge, no chance for the keeper. Lucky the batsman. A chance created here by Pat Chauhan. And he is totally unlucky, you can say. The hands on his head saying, oh God, this could have gone to the wicket-keeper's gloves, but it was not. Pritesh survives, but this is T20 cricket. Anything that comes off the bat or off the bat as well will be taken. The runs are important. Taking the score to 94 now. 38 runs required in 51 balls. Good shot ball. Bowling on to the ribs. Once again watching it carefully. Not going for the full shot, but allowing the ball to come close to the bat. And on the toes while playing that. Ame is playing on 42 of just 28 balls. What an innings that will be if he is good past 50 runs. Seen many times on this ground itself. This man scoring 20-25 cameos, classic cameos. But today he has decided he is going to play right down till the end. This is a pull shot. Getting the top edge. But I guess I will favor the batsman here. When the bowler has that much of pace, even the top edges are going to fly over the fine leg region for a boundary. Ame with that boundary goes on to 46 runs. Maybe the bowler thinks that he wants to scare the batsman with the short balls. But at this point, a bowling shot, you are not going to get wickets. Only with full length balls or maybe Yorker length deliveries, quick fire balls in the good length areas can fetch you wickets, not short balls. This time he bowled very well. Ame wanted a single. No, says Pritesh from the non-strikers end. So once again, a very good over here coming for Veling cricketers. They are moving closer towards the target. Still got 6 wickets in hand. One shot of 100, 99 for 4 in 12. And it will be changing commentary over to Sagar Gosabi for further updates.
Thirteenth over in progress. 99. That's your favorite number, Mr. Amari Damsekar. 80-99. This is going to be the batting power play. Paresh to deliver. 99 is the score. Meanwhile, away outside the off stump, immediately there's a stretch of arms by the umpire. Wide takes the team total to 100. So exactly 32 runs required from here on. Full of pitch delivery, well played. Chance of a run out. Direct hit, but still Ame is quick enough to regain at the striker's end. So now there's a chance for me as he has the set batsman among two and have played n number of games on this very ground. So knows in and out of this wicket. And definitely will be looking to get some purchase from this over as well. 31 runs more required. Amay Damsekar at the striker's end, waiting for Paresh to deliver from railway station end. Oh my dear, this is what Amay mostly does. Even after being a set batter, what could have been a straight drive, wanted to go for that delicate touch and in the bargain, dragging the ball onto the stumps. So fifth wicket back to the pavilion. And we have seen in such situations, fall of a wicket makes the game even for both the teams. Still 31 runs required from here on. 13th over in progress. And now the big guy, Syed Badi, is marching towards the wicket to take the striking end. So a lot depends on this pair. And definitely Paresh Vatte, the magician for Amravati, striking in the 13th over. So meanwhile, a success for Paresh Vatte, bowling from railway station, and Syed Badi, the big guy, knows that now this is the medium pace, so not bothered to wear the 8 gear. And he is about to face the first delivery. Meanwhile, cuts the ball to the point fielder. There was a definite chance. What could have been another blow? Missed by the fielder. Sanjay, the fielder at the point. What could have been another wicket has been missed. Pritesh survives at the non-striker's end. Courtesy of fumble from Sanjay at the point. Straight on to the pads, but there was something, little bit of bet involved, and that is the reason. But he still survives out in the middle. So far, a decent over we have witnessed by Paresh Vatte. 13th over in progress. This is the batting power play over. We can see only 3 fielders patrolling the fence. Rest are inside the 30-yard circle. Let's see whether Syed Badi can take the maximum of this delivery. Meanwhile, a strong strike straight down the ground. Sankalp Pendekar stops the ball, although he has been hurt. But nonetheless, a strong character knows these are the intense situation, intense moment of the match. And that single takes Badi away from the strike. Pritesh at the strike end. Down the leg stump. Again an extra, and with that team total moves to 103. So just 4 runs so far from this over, in which 2 are extras. So decent over so far from Paresh Vatte. Meanwhile, look at that ball kicks away from the deck. Went whistling past, giving a chin music to Paresh. To Pritesh, in fact, lovely over concluded by Paresh. So after completion of 13, it's 103 for the loss of 5 wickets. So definitely now captain will be thinking whom to be introduced to bowl this much needed over, as they will be hoping for a wicket from somewhere. So this match is going to be intense as it progresses, even the day is setting. And 2 players who are out in the middle, the batters out in the middle, a lot of depends on this pair. So they have to be sensible. Fall of a wicket will boost the morals and the confidence of the fielding team. And in this such type of matches, we have seen you are not in a proper frame of mind whether to really go after the bowling or to be defensive. And in that bargain, some dot deliveries are to be witnessed. And even sometimes we can witness the fall of wicket. So meanwhile, second batting power play over, and now there's ample of opportunity for Syed Badi to swing his arm, as he has taken 3-4 deliveries to get settled and to read the nature of the wicket in the evening properly. So let's see what is going to be his approach now from here on. Checking the field setup for himself, Syed Badi at the striker's end. And Ravichandran Ashwin of the fielding team has been introduced to bowl the 14th over of the inning. First delivery, quicker one, way outside the off stump. Wide is the signal. With that, extra now, team total moves to 104. Another good delivery, equally well played with respect. Plays it straight towards the bowler. And even the batters have ample of time and deliveries with them. Fuller pitch delivery, lovely strike towards the covers as fielders are inside the circle. Ball definitely will race across the boundary rope. And that takes the team total furthermore to 108. So more 24 runs required. Aniket Parab, the Ravichandran Ashwin of Amravati is meanwhile, another good delivery, but they wanted to take a single. Knew that they have got a boundary, so wanted to rotate strike, but that is not the story as fielders are live wire. Again, a drive. Wonderful effort. But won't be able to stop this couple of runs. Couple of runs takes the total to 110. So meanwhile, another connection, but only towards the mid-wicket fielder. So another single, and that takes the team total to Nelson. That is 111, 1-1-1 for the loss of 5 wickets. Lovely delivery. There's a definite appeal from the wicket-keeper, but umpire is unmoved. The appeal was in anticipation that it might put some pressure on the umpire, but umpires are very shrewd. Pundya Palkar unmoved, and 14th over goes with a dot delivery to complete. So after 14, it's a 1-1-1 Nelson on the card. So Paresh to continue. Meanwhile, oh my dear, but they wanted to guide the ball towards the square leg region, not getting the connection, and Timber has been disturbed. 6th wicket back to the pavilion, and now look at the confidence of the fielding team. They are boosted morally and physically on the ground. So now lot of confidence will be with the bowlers and the most experienced campaigner Paresh Fatte giving the necessary breakthrough have been able to take a couple of wickets. And now a big fish has been caught. Syed Bari back to the pavilion, clean bowled by Paresh Fatte. So Newman in his motion sick. And another chance for Paresh. Let's see whether Mohsin can be the person who can make a partnership with the captain, or is it going to be a wonderful time for Paresh Fatte as he is the most experienced campaigner and manages to give those much needed breakthrough. One of two outstation players have been dismissed by Paresh Fatte. First was Amit Damsekar, clean bowled as he has dragged the ball onto the stumps, and second wicket is of Syed Badi. So Mohsin Sheikh is the new batter, left-handed batsman out in the middle. So definitely the captain will have to move, will have to shift the field positions. This is going to be a right and a left-handed combination. So Mohsin, all depends on his positive frame of mind. Paresh Fatte looks to be very, very much positive. Let's see how this over is about to progress. Paresh to deliver to the left-handed guy. And as the batting power play. Meanwhile, plays the ball straight toward the covers. As the batting power play is over, so now the captain have got liberty of 5 fielders. And that is why the batter is hesitant for those big hits. "20 runs required." Pritesh at the striker's end. Another good delivery pace towards the mid-wicket region. Meanwhile, the fielder from the deep squarely collects the ball, and that is one more single. With that, team total moves to 113. Meanwhile, a lovely delivery and a good delivery is continued from Paresh Fatte. It is a little difficult for Mohsin, who had just walked inside the ground, to really time the ball. Meanwhile, good bowling continues from Paresh Fatte, doing a wonderful job. The senior most player from the side, delivering at the right occasion and giving those much needed breakthrough. Lovely piece of bowling. Meanwhile, the chance of an out, another fumble. A quick single call from Pritesh and equally well responded by Mohsin. The single shake the team total to 114. 18 more required. Definitely, this is going to be very, very much interesting, as just 4 wickets are remaining with Veling. Down the leg stump. Wide is the signal, and that will relieve some pressure from the batter as well as the Pritesh. That extra takes the team total to 115. 17 more from here on. Again, against the ball towards the short fine leg region. Another single, and that single to conclude over number 15. So after 15, it's 116 for the loss of 6 wickets. Wicket Parab to deliver. Meanwhile, I wanted to cut the ball again away outside the off stump. Wide is the signal from the Menapai Punya Palkar. And these extras are costing the fielding team at the moment. Team total moves to 117. Again, a cut shot away from the fielder. Is it going to be a boundary? Wonderful batting from Pritesh. Meanwhile, this single will bring left-handed batter at the striker's end, and definitely Aniket Parab will be the happiest person at the moment as he is bowling those off spin. So more 14 runs required. Mohsin at the striker's end. Again plays watchfully. Good fielding on to his follow through by Aniket Parab. Bowling the final over of his quota. Flighted delivery well played. There's a cover drive into act away from the fielder. And that is a wonderful boundary from Mohsin. This will relieve a lot of pressure. Team total moves to 122. Just 10 runs required. So now score moves to 123. On to the back foot, guides the ball into the vacant zone. Are they going to take the second run? Meanwhile, the fielder is very quick. Good throw, but at the non-strikers end, both the batters are live wire out in the middle. Places the ball to take couple of runs, and that takes the team total to 125. So just 7 runs required. Pritesh Naik, the captain of the side, has the opportunity to finish it off in a style. Leaves the ball, and the final delivery of the 16th over goes as a dot delivery. So after 16 is 125 for the loss of 6 wickets. Meanwhile, good wristy work to get that single, guides the ball towards the mid-wicket region. So just 6 runs required, and now Pritesh has got an opportunity. But he is against a shrewd bowler. Pritesh Fatte to deliver. I beg your pardon, Paresh Fatte to deliver. Pritesh is at the striker's end. Is it going to be a beautiful finish for the match? On to the back foot. There's a big appeal. Wonderful bowling continues from Paresh Fatte. Still opportunity for him. Captain leading from the front and to show that he also can hit the ball properly. Again, watchful, cautious, knows that just 6 runs required and plenty of overs remaining. So going as per the tide, playing watchfully, knows he has to say till the end. This time slightly uppish, but away from the fielder, takes a single to give the strike to the left-handed batter. Just 5 runs required. Now it is chance for Mohsin. Again, and that's the wicket. Ball capped to definite low. No chance for Mohsin, and he has been caught right in front of the stumps. So walks back in the form of a leg before wicket. 7th wicket back to the pavilion at the score of 127. So new man is Tanvesh Gowde at the striker's end. Just 5 runs required from here on. But look at the bowling effort of Paresh Fatte. He has taken 3 wickets in his 3 overs. Every over there is a wicket. Another good delivery. Lovely over considered by Paresh Fatte. Nonetheless, have been successful. 3 wickets for him in the 3 overs that he have bowled. Just 5 runs required. Let's see now Sankalp Pednekar is the bowler who have been brought into the attack from the Martigad end. And let's see whether Sanket can manage to put some breaks. 5 runs required. But Pritesh is a very, very shrewd batter. Knows that he has to rotate the strike, he has to stay till the end, waiting for the loose deliveries to smack those. Captain leading from the front, setting an example as a plenty of deliveries remaining with the batting team to score those 5 runs. 18 deliveries and 5 runs. Cuts the ball straight to the fielder. But sometimes even this cautious approach may put little pressure on you if the runs are not coming. So Pritesh will be looking to rotate the strike if he's not in the intention to go really after the bowler. Meanwhile, leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. Wants to take the game as deep as possible. Not in a hurry, taking his time. Now this is a wonderful straight drive. Takes a single and that brings the incoming batter at the striker's end. Tanvesh. So let's say what is going to be approach of Tanvesh. Sankalp Pendekar, the bowler. 4 runs required. Meanwhile, a wonderful delivery. Good glove work from Rohit Naik behind the stumps. Meanwhile, a lovely connection. Guys, the ball towards the square leg region. Slight fumble before he could have held on to the ball. Meanwhile, that allows both the batters to take one more single. With that, team total moves to 129. Just 3 runs required from here. Let's see whether Pritesh can strike those 3 runs. Again, a watchful. Knows that his partner is batting beautifully. Takes a single and to retain the strike in the 19th over. So after completion of 18, score is 130 for the loss of 7 wickets. Meanwhile, very watchful. Oh my dear, there was definite effort. Direct hit would have been a little troublesome for the Tanvish Gowdy. Just 1 run required. A big swing and a miss. Again, a watchful way of batting. Very cautious. Just a single required. As he was swinging the bat very hard, Pritesh has immediately told him, let's take a single rather than going for the glory. Meanwhile, there's a beautiful connection to conclude the match. Boundary to finish off in style. So let's see what is the statistician about to say. Meanwhile, congratulations, Veling cricketers. You are the 4th team to qualify for the semi-finals. So tomorrow's matches. First match is going to be played between Shino Dragons versus Marudra Rising. The match time is 9 a.m. in the morning. Followed by the second semi-final to be played between Gulcharam Warriors and Veling Cricketers. The match schedule time is at 2 p.m. sharp.
Player of the match award. There were two players in contention for the player of the match, and finally the jury has decided is going to the batsman Amit Damshekar, because he has played an innings of substance to take his team close towards the target. If it was not his innings, Veling cricketers would have been under pressure and maybe not able to chase the target. So Amit Damshekar, through a wonderful innings of 46 runs, quick fire, is being adjudged the player of the match. Vishal Bhuimbar is going to give away this player of the match award. I request Vishal to please come with the trophy. Well, Ame, Matsuyo. Well, Anand Dashekar ran away with the 1,000 rupees. The player of the match award. Ame, yes, Ame, we can definitely catch you maybe tomorrow's semi-final. And definitely before going into the field, I will catch you with the mic. First semi-finals tomorrow morning. It will be Gino Dragons versus Maharudra Rising. Two wonderful sides with Ranji players and some from outside the Goa as well. Sagar Uddeshi will be playing that match. Amol Pandrekar is going to play that match, and lots of Ranji and ex-Ranji players. So it's going to be an interesting battle between bat and ball, where two evenly strong sides are going to face in the first match, and the next match in the evening it's going to be Kurcharem Warriors versus Veling Cricketers in the second semi-final. So till then, it's a good night. Shubhratri Shabba Khair. ते तुमका सगळ्यांक बरी रात दिवं, and I will see you tomorrow.